The craziest part is this, right? The only reason why this is on the news, it is because this guy went against the people in the current government. If he had supported them before, Efcc for no catch am, all these things would have still been hidden. Let's just say for the onset, he supports APC 100, because we had different type of news that it was against Asiwaju. Do you understand? It was against Asiwaju. The whole Naira policy during the election was just so that Tinubu would not win. You understand? So the only reason why we are finding out now, it is because they said that he's against Tinubu. That's why he's going through all this. Now imagine the people when we say they know they against Tinubu. Imagine the people where they own camp. Come to think of it, what kind of wickedness is this? Can you live in 753 houses alone by yourself? Even though you want to carry it as investment. To say you buy 5 duplexes, you dey rent them. Now life wealth be that. 753. 753. How much is your salary? That's something that can be put into the development of Nigeria. Nigeria for don't even move up a little bit. Let's just say use that money now, create housing for the poor. Do you understand? They made the poor people come they remit some kind of small thing they give and just create cheap low-cost housing. Our economy will just grow, at least good standard of living, or maybe try to do one road or something. This man come, the value Naira. Nothing paid me rich during that election. You had no reason. Baba come say, they won't change Naira. He didn't stop there. Say all the Naira where they get before the old one won't no fee work. Some people were using, they were using 3,000 to withdraw 5,000 Naira. In Nigeria, buying our own currency with our own currency. Then at the end of the day, you still came back to say they can use the old Naira and the new Naira notes. Was that not craziness? See how many people buy during that. I remember one pregnant woman then inside bank. What about the man who was sick, where they say, okay, they need money to go do surgery? The man just go like that. All for what? For your greed. Not just his greed, politicians' greed. Because like I said, they are all in this thing. They are all in it. The only reason you people are finding out about Emefiele now, it is because Emefiele is not with the current government in power. Else, nobody for Nigeria go know. Even the Efcc where they do gaga. Because you can tell, say that they use them as a tool. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious. Oh, Yahoo boy do something, you rush, go pick him. Yahoo Bello come, nothing happen to them. No news of saying, you don't give him placard, me, oh, there's no news that you detain him. So that one now to use that to regulate the people where we say, okay, they make normal money. Oh, yeah, come, okay, yes. You want to start standing up for yourself. It's almost as if they want only the government officials to be doing well. And again, to the young boy where they pick up and down, we keep saying this and we'll continue to talk. You cannot be stealing money and be reckless in it in clubs. Yes, go and chill, it's okay. But think about an investment that will also upgrade and liberate us a little. Prioritize patronizing African brands. These innocent motors. You understand? All the people where we say they don't start to their assemble plants for Nigeria. And Kefiano Motors is also coming soon. A lot of people prioritize that. African clothes, African prints. If you want to buy luxury, make sure you're one African guy and I ain't one. You know, a lot of people they be say, okay, yes. You carry money, buy Benz. Government come pack all the money, no investment, nothing. You're back to square zero, nobody you help. It's crazy. Anyways, peace and love. Don't play. Nigerian politicians, God will punish all of now. God will punish you now. You're going to learn when the youth get sense and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission announced on Monday that it has recovered 753 units of duplexes and other apartments in Abuja that were fraudulently built by a former top brass of the government who is being investigated by the agency. Efcc, in a lengthy post on X, said that the forfeiture of the property is the single largest asset recovery by the agency since its inception in 2003, while some Nigerians on X have questioned the identity of the former government official involved in the crime. Let me take this reaction from Mr. Ebony. He wrote, "What is the name of the former top government official? Which ministry, department, or agency did he head? At what period in time did he head the government MDA he stole the money from? What was the amount he stole from the government's coffers? After the forfeiture of these properties, what next? Will they be sold to recover the stolen fund, or will they be left to rot, as it is the norm in Nigeria? These and many more questions need answers in order to enjoy the trust of the public in your activities. I think Mr. Ebony's question quite apt. All of those questions are the sort of questions that we are seeing Nigerians asking the EFCC. They are quick to make this announcement. I mean, the post was quite lengthy. But, you know, we have seen that the EFCC, they would normally post a normal Nigerian. I mean, I did see a picture of Bobrisky after he was arrested and all of that. And we've seen normal Nigerians being posted on their website. So who is this top or former top brass government official who was involved in this scheme? 753 duplexes. Ayo.
People are speculating because, like you mentioned, there shouldn't be a different set of rules for certain Nigerians and another set of rules for more privileged Nigerians. 753 duplexes in Abuja, and I'm sure in a choice part in Abuja. I can't even begin to imagine when you estimate that what that would be in terms of money. How much money must have been stolen to be able to build this estate? The first thing I would say is that, number one, for transparency and to deter, I think there's an element of shame that comes with naming the perpetrators, except it's going to affect the current case in court, because it did say that the person in question is still undergoing the court process. So maybe that's the reason why they've chosen not to reveal the identity. But if the court has ruled that it's been evidence that the person is not able to trace how they got the money to build this estate without linking it to funds that were gotten illegally or funds that belong to the state, then we deserve to know who the person is. The second thing is that we often hear of these recoveries, and kudos, fantastic, EFCC, you've done your job, you've recover the assets. But then what happens to the assets afterwards? Where does it go to? Are they, like the question on X asked, in the spirit of transparency, let Nigerians know the full process, not just this big announcement and celebration of recovery of assets, but actually that to ensure that the loot is not relooted. Because that's what, that's the concern for many Nigerians, that after they find this out, it goes into another person's hands and somebody else, or is sold at a giveaway price to somebody who is a friend of the house. So the process of also disposing of the asset to recover monies to, put back into their coffers is also very important, so that it's an open bid and it's transparent as well. Correct. But it is very sad to see the greed of one man, especially at a time when people are suffering, where you amass, and I'm sure that's not the only thing that this person has done. Yes, there's a lot more. To see that when people are suffering, what you're doing with your office of trust is to enrich yourself in a way that you can never finish spending the money. Some people have forgotten where their properties are. They don't even remember what they have because they've stolen, to the extent that they can't even begin to count how much they have. It's very sad. And beyond this, I have to say lastly, we should have processes to prevent these things from happening. It's not just the recovery of assets, but to ensure that they don't have access. The process by which this person was able to have access to that kind of money, build this, how did they get that sort of money? That's what we should begin to challenge as well.
Dr. Abati, what is the process really about unveiling or revealing the identity of such, persons? We have seen people on Twitter, even the former presidential candidate, Omoyele Sowore, saying that it might be the former CBN governor or all of that. These sort of speculations, are they needed, really?
Which is the reason why, there should be full disclosure. What is important here is the people's right to know. What the EFCC is fighting is corruption, dealing with integrity, questions that have been raised by people's performance when they are in positions. The EFCC has quoted Section 24 of its Enabling Act, which gives it right to trace assets and to go to the courts to ask for the forfeiture of assets. In the ruling, in the judgment in this particular case, the judge was talking about the respondents. Now, in the court documents, in the papers, the respondent will be named, the person who is forfeiting the assets. I think that the non-disclosure is something that bothers the public, and no justification has been provided for that, non-disclosure. The person should be named to prevent the kind of speculation that we have been seeing. That's number one. Number two is that this speaks to the collapse of values, standards in the civil service and public service system in this country. Once upon a time, in this same Nigerian civil service, if you took a car, in fact, you wouldn't even dare, to the office that was more expensive than your monthly salary or the income that is commensurate to your level, then you receive a query. Now, once upon a time in this country, public servants or civil servants traveling could not travel with their wives at public expense. But these days now, some people occupying certain positions, they will travel with their children, they will travel with wives.
Full disclosure.
They will even send, but do not be wood attachments.
What is that?
On as advanced team and keep them in hotels.
Please, what is body no be wood?
Lamushwan, aka Lamushwan.
You have not heard of body no
side
be wood.
attachment, aka side palanco, aka side palalun.
In addition to their wives,
Lamushwan.
their wives are not, are they not?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
They will be in different
Am I
locations.
supposed to be laughing? What does this mean? Am I
in any
supposed
case,
to? Okay.
in any case, what I'm saying is that values have collapsed.
Right.
The third point is about the human being. Greed, because of the failure of our institutions, failure of standards, the greed of persons who have access to the public till has become very expansive. And that is why you will find one human being who will have 753 duplexes. At plot 109, cadastral zone C09, Lokogoma district, Abuja, for the benefit of people who may want to go there and see. And the EFCC said, in addition to other apartments, one man,
Okay.
Dr. Abati has given full disclosure, the address as well.
I think I was having a conversation with Rotus,
serious.
and I was telling that corruption is the biggest problem. He said, no, our budget is not big enough. Our budget...
What happened to the money that we budgeted?
Look at Mr. Taiwo Yedele was saying yesterday. Our budget is not big enough. It's 31 billion. When you compare to South Africa, that is 5 times our budget. There's massive corruption.
Yeah.
Do you know how many schools this will build? Do you know how many healthcare centers?
Yeah.
Do you know how many lives this will save?
Yeah.
So it shows you the level of corruption. But as regards non-disclosure, I will sing a song, Oji.
Tell me.
African China. Rich man wasting money, they not they see him face for cry fighter.
Come on.
Poor man wasting money, they go show him face for cry fighter. Tell me something we don't know. Rich man go dey holla peya, go dupe. Poor man go dey shout, awala me, make una lead us where. No need this nation to fall inside where.
Right.
Rich man wasting money, they will never see their face.
That is quite
Poor man wasting money,
very
now he they go see if it
Well
was
said,
if it was a Yahoo boy, now, they will show
Yes, we've seen them. I mean, this is
one boy was jailed for stealing a governor's phone.
Yeah.
You see?
And we saw
In this same country.
Parade them.
Well,
Yahoo
all right.
boys, yes.
I mean, I guess this is what we're doing here. We're charging the EFCC, Nigerians as well, to give us full disclosure in order to instill public trust in your agency.
Corruption in Nigeria, my correct people, them no be small thing. Imagine one man owning 753 houses. Hey! Even Dangote said never own this one, no. This one, Ifeanyi Godwin Emefiele, the former CBN governor of Nigeria, has now been investigated by Nigerian EFCC, Economic Financial gịnị ka a na-akpọ here, Crime Commission in Nigeria, have now investigated this man, and they now discover that this man owns a real estate comprises of about 753 houses. This one na real lifetime rich man. The man just paved way for himself, but unfortunately, he got exposed. He was caught on the act. Dis thing na inside the Abuja FCT. Na im dis man get dis kind of houses. Imagine if dis man was not caught in dis, or he was not investigated and dis thing being discovered. And according to Very Dark Man say that dis people investigated him because he was not supporting the current government. That had it been he supported the current government, they for not do am anything. They for just silent am. EFCC for no talk anything because im dey support Tinubu. My correct people dem dey say wahala e be like dat. But dis man dey greedy oo. Even if you are doing it with your legit money, why should you invest about 753 houses in just one state? Please, you are too greedy. What happen? Okay, how many you get for Delta? Shebi you are from Delta. How many did this man, how many houses, how many real estates does he own in any southern state? My correct people dem, you see in dis life all dis Biafra pipu make una take am easy. If una dey invest, make una make sure say una the investment dey go house. No just dey abroad wey you dey just dey do only investment. Carry your investment dey go house. E get why. Now dey don catch am now. Dey don catch am. But wait oo, how much is dis man's salary at the end of the month that warrant him to build dis duplexes, dis real estate comprises of 753 houses. Imagine how much he bought the land first. We are talking about Abuja Estate. Dis is the location of that particular building. And buying land in Nigeria is not easy at dis moment. I know you did not buy it now because some of you started attacking me or saying something on the comment section. Dis man did not buy dis land now. Probably dis project started about, let's say, when he resumed office or whatever it might be. He bought the land, maybe he bought the land with his real money. But you cannot tell me that CBN, that the central bank money did not enter inside that building. No. You cannot tell me that that man did not do mago-mago. Remember earlier that when they were about to change this particular naira to wetin dem dey call am currency, they want to change new naira, old naira. He was the one that said that old naira will not exist again. And you see people now using their money to buy money. The rate of corruption in this country, in fact, Tinubu regime have done the worst ever since I was born. I've never seen the worst president of Nigeria other than this man known as Tinubu. We were even complaining of Buhari, but this one, in fact, this one na devil. This man enter, remove fuel subsidy. Remember, this man never reach 2 years when he start oh. Fuel subsidy, he remove am. As he remove fuel subsidy, that one no do am. He can't change naira. You can't change naira notes, the color. Can't change the color. As that, they come dey stress Nigeria say they no dey use old naira. Say that then you that change naira notes, you change the color of naira. Okay, now print new currency and issue it to the general public. No, there wasn't new currency. Are you guys getting it? I remember that this particular Godwin is still the CBN governor of that particular time. Okay, now this thing happened, and they now issued a warning that no more collection or exchanging goods and services with the old naira. That old naira have, stopped in existence. Is no longer acceptable as a means of exchange in Nigeria. People were struggling on how, if you have money, how you will use your money to buy something, it becomes problem. Majority of Nigerians now take their money, they took their money to the banks, they deposit it in their account. After the deposit, my correct people dem, they say they are going to burn the old naira o. No be small thing o. Oya na bank na issue new naira note. Ejole no get kpokororom. There was no new naira note issued to Nigerian people, my correct people. Dem dey say wahala e be like bicycle. I hope you guys are still remembering this particular issue, or have you guys forgotten who this particular Godwin Emefiele is, the former CBN governor of Nigeria? So does it mean that time, it was later when Nigeria started, complaining, that they now say, okay, you can use it to January 2024, this and that and this. After January 31st, 2024, it will stop existing. So that time, I want to know, all those money, where do una say una wan burn am? Oga, where that money dey? Where you burn am? Where you destroy? We wan know. How you we want video of how you take destroy those old naira notes. Abi dey still dey use am, abi dey no dey use am? Make una tell me, una wey dey inside Naija, una still dey use old naira abi una no dey use am? I wan know. My correct people dem, you see the rate of I keep saying that every part of Nigeria, in fact, every single person in Nigeria is corrupt. because there is no rule of law in Nigeria. That if we want to fight corruption, we should not only look at the government, but we should start looking from our own locality, start fighting corruption from ourselves. Who are you in your locality? What is your psychographics? What are your features? How do you behave in your own area? That is fact about life. So many things are going wrong in Nigeria, and the only people we point accusing fingers on is only the government. Yes, now we are pointing accusing fingers on the government. We forgot to talk about the CBN governor known as Godwin. My correct people dem, we all know that he carried out an order given by President Tinubu to change the new naira note. They did this thinking that it will make naira to, for naira to appreciate in value. Unfortunately, even after changing the new naira note, the naira note to new one, my correct people, dollar still top naira to the core. Things keep stay. In fact, keep was it became worse as they go by. Things keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse in the Nigerian economy. My correct people there. When I saw this news that EFCC are investigating this former governor of CBN, I was shocked. I say, wetin dey happen, my correct people dem? No be small thing o. Corruption wey dey for inside Nigeria, omo, is too much. It's too much, my correct people dem. Make una tell us in the comment section wetin una gat talk concerning this matter. This matter of Godwin. Remember, this is just Godwin o. We have not remember that. Okay, they say that they are going to what is that his name, former Kogi governor, which is Bello. Case is still ongoing. They have adjourned it, but someone that is still going to court with EFCC is in the EFCC office. Abi inside the court dey laugh. The place una say una hold still carry bodyguard, security guards dey go. You see the kind of corruption we are. All of them are the same thing o. The only thing wey dey do themselves be say if you no support them, they go spray. If you no, like now, for instance, I'm a president of when I'm a politician. You that are listening to me, you're also a politician. Maybe let's say we all are politicians, and for instance, I am campaigning for one position or the other, and others are still campaigning. So probably you that is listening to me, you are the CBN governor. Let's say you occupy one particular position in a government. Okay, you did not support me during the campaign. You didn't support my rulership. You didn't support me at all. You didn't want me to win. And at the end of the day, I happened to win the particular election. So because of I won, I now look at you that because you did not support me, I fired you. I made you to resign. This is what happened to Godwin Emefiele. So because I did not support this man known as Tinubu, that was why EFCC now deemed it necessary to investigate him. Had it been that this man was supporting Tinubu, this particular investigation, these findings wouldn't have been revealed. Yeah, the man would have been scaled through. You get it? You get it? My correct people, them this country, may God help us. We only survive by God's grace. So, because the way things they go for inside this country, wahala dey say e be like bicycle. The poor people keep getting poorer every day. The rich men keep enriching themselves. That's why you see that any politician that left one position or the other, they will start struggling, do everything humanly possible to occupy another position in the government because they know what they are getting, they know what they are earning. My correct people dem, wetin una gat talk concerning this matter? Tell us your opinion in the comment section. What do you have to say concerning this? Remember that there are still other past and present political leaders or personnel that have occupied one position in politics that are in the same shoe with this man, but they are yet to be investigated. So tell us in the comment section, what is your opinion regarding this particular video you just watched now? Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not done so, please turn on the notification button so that you get notified whenever I post latest content. Thank you for watching and remember, I remember my humble self, Christy TV. Thank you.